So how'd you like this morning's weather?
It wasn't too bad out there, Cedric. It's a nice day ahead today.
It is. And you know what? Let's hope we can keep this stretch going. I think we will for a few more days, but then we've got changes. So let's get right to it here. I do want to show you a beautiful sunset photo Mark sent in from Sunday evening here as we had that sun setting below the horizon. But look at those high wispy clouds out there. Overall, it was a wonderful evening there. Just a few more clouds yesterday. We'll see a few clouds down towards the south again today. But overall, the theme is sunshine and warmer temperatures here as we go throughout our Monday afternoon. You know, we had that brief cool down yesterday as that front moved through, warming things back up. And we're going to stay a little warmer as we jump from the 60s today into the mid-70s for tomorrow and Wednesday. But all is not great because we are tracking potentially a potent storm system moving our way by the middle and latter half of the week that could bring us some valley rain, some decent amounts of valley rain, and potentially some decent amounts of mountain snow. Yeah, we'll follow that. And of course, with that being said, that means those temperatures are going to go back down again by the end of the week. So outside right now, let's talk about the good. 51 degrees in Logan, 58 Ogden, and 56 degrees in Salt Lake City, 59 in Price. We've got 67 already in Green River and Blanding, 69 degrees in Lake Powell, and 69 degrees over towards St. George. So in St. George, we're going to go from the 60s pretty quickly into the 70s as we get into the next hour or two. And then we're in the 80s for the afternoon hours with those mid-80s likely as we go throughout the afternoon with all that sunshine. The Wasatch Front, a lot of sunshine. Now, I do want to caution that, yeah, we still have a little bit of haze out there, so be aware of that. Some hazy skies, but temperatures, as you can see, climbing into the mid-60s as we go into the afternoon. So it should be a very nice day. Again, we're talking about low to mid-60s up towards Cache Valley, mid to upper 60s for the Wasatch Front. As you get over towards the Uintas, how about the mid-60s there? Even down towards portions of Castle Country, upper 60s and 70s down towards Moab and Bluff. And then notice Lake Powell at 77. And look at the mid-80s there in Washington County. So a little closer inspection showing us 66 in Dugway, 65 in the Heber Valley. We'll look a little farther south, 61 in Fairview, 66 Emory, 67 degrees in Fillmore. And notice we're looking at 69 in Escalante, 71 in Parowan, 77 in Kanab, and there's that 85 in St. George. So high pressure giving us the milder conditions here for the first half of the work week. But watch what happens here as we get towards Wednesday. I'm tracking a low pressure with some cooler air coming in from the north, a low pressure with some moisture coming in from the south. And look at this. These two systems merge together into one big system, potentially a potent system as we get towards your Thursday and the Friday, bringing us cooler and unsettled weather back into the region. So how it plays out here on Futurecast at the surface, a few scattered clouds coming in on our Tuesday afternoon, so we'll call it partly cloudy. But then this system starts to organize Wednesday and Thursday as it comes together into a front that will bring us some valley rain and mountain snow, and that will be off and on statewide precipitation chances through your Friday here. So I think snow levels get down to about at least 6,000 to 5,500 feet. Could they go a little lower, closer to the valley floors? We'll have to see, but at least valley rain and mountain snow looking like a pretty good bet for sure by Wednesday night into Thursday and early Friday. And look at the potential precipitation amounts here, potentially up to a ½ inch to an inch of liquid getting squeezed out of this system. Of course, some of that will fall as snow in the mountains, so we've got to keep an eye on that. St. George, mid-80s give way to temperatures falling down into the 70s and 60s by the end of the week with that increasing chance of rain Wednesday and Thursday, maybe extending into Friday. The Wasatch Front, we've got mid-60s for today, mid-70s on Tuesday. We've got those isolated showers Wednesday with that valley rain and mountain snow on Thursday, and maybe continuing into Friday before we try to dry things out just in time for the weekend.